place.
Yeah, it's like when people go to the party store at Halloween and make some cheap ass like, I have a Halloween witch costume, and it's like you're not really a witch and you're just wearing generic. Like, look,
Oh,
I
you're
made
not really a witch.
I
Well,
made
yeah,
a candy corn necklace. You know, that kind of witch. You know, like look at her leggings. Just like, look, Halloween colors. I'm orange. Oh, it's just I hate it. It just it looks like a League of Legends skin. You know, it's too basic. I hate to use this offensive word, Trent, but it's a little too Karen-y for me. It reminds me of like the classic Karen, I'm doing Halloween without doing Halloween. And I'm just going to go ahead and speak up and get that on the record.
Wow, I really wanted to make a stand here today. That's so bold of you in this time of political divisiveness that you are willing to stand up for what you believe in.
I will say, I think some of it is that I really like the basic Willow skin. I don't think this is an upgrade. I think Willow looks really cool with her default. And to me, this one is, I just paid to downgrade. So, sorry.
Yeah, it was one of the rare ones, too, though. You know, this was a hard one to get. You got to flex.
I am waiting for the gender bend LC, though. Now that we've opened that can of worms with Anti-Mage, I want the manly LC.
I'm ready to watch Sunsfan stream that for 24 hours straight.
Me too.
Well, he'd probably have the man on a horse and like constant.
Is that what he said? Is that like the Suns fan guarantee? If they do the gender bend, he's going to do a 24-hour
I'm sure we
stream?
could make it so. I don't think he said that, but I don't think it would be hard to convince him.
We could just utilize collective peer pressure.
Yes,
okay.
that I think we definitely could.
I like it.
He's very susceptible to peer pressure. Sunsfan's easy to.
If that were true, then he wouldn't still be playing Artifact, I think. But
got him there.
All right. Alrighty. So which draft do you like better? Do you like this Alliance roster? Because I really liked Alliance's team in Game 1, and I definitely underestimated the Spectre. Empire looked a lot better than I thought they would, so that's thrown me off a little bit in my Game 2 prediction. I think just draft-wise, I do like what Alliance has a lot. I'm having trouble wagering against a Dazzle Witch Doctor lineup. This was a smart drafter on this side of Alliance.
I like the 10th pick, Slark.
Yeah.
I just have a hard time going against Alliance when I see a good last pick for Nico Baby, and I thought that last game too with the Morphling. I thought he'd have a better time, but the rest of his team wasn't quite able to keep up, and then that caused him to fall behind too. So, yeah, I'm gonna go for Alliance again, despite being wrong the first time. But very impressed by Empire in Game 1, no doubt, as they will also connect the Brambles up top of the S4.
S4, I think he's okay to live here. They should be able to keep Eknart at bay, and they do.
That was a lot of damage for very little commitment, though. That was one battery assault, a little bit of HP, and then one Bramble.
Salve and a Tango for S4.
Yeah. And they've created a matchup now for Nico Baby where he's 1v1 versus the Legion Commander, which seems very good for Alliance right now.
Is it? I guess this is another one of these melee matchups where both these heroes are pretty good against melee heroes.
Yeah, but it's just, nothing beats the essence shift.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I can see how it can like start getting worse, right? When the levels start stacking up and there's more spamming of the overwhelming odds. That's why Nico Baby is trying to like kind of assert dominance right now, right?
Yeah.
Like constantly getting as many right clicks as he can, try and burn through that regen.
I guess LC will farm, but it's good for the Slark because he can pretty much free farm himself. And
the mid lane's interesting too, though, because he starts with the Blightstone on the Prophet, and you know that's going to be a lot of damage. So he's like forcing back Limp already, because you think of Ember and you think, oh, he's got like AoE and stuff. That should be pretty good versus Treants, but he also is just like, he's not a super high armor hero like Storm Spirit or something, where you're just like, why does this guy have so much armor? This guy's just chilling with 4 right now, and then the Blightstone hits down to 2 with the Treants right clicking him. And he has no way to break it as the Prophet, but at the same time, quite a bit of damage just from pure right clicks.
Top,
they will grab a kill
on FNG. It seems
the Maledict off first, though. He's dead, I think. Oh my god, 8 HP?
It seems Empire have the superior tri-lane up here. It is a little awkward. It opens up that
Hanskin.
bottom lane for the Slark. Is Hanskin dead here? In comes FNG. He takes the Lucent Beam, and yep, that'll be the end of him.
That should be Eknart dead too, though.
Yep, he knows it. Walks back in, grabs some
nice
cogs
play,
on the
though.
Dazzle. This is going to set it up. S4, of course, no grave at level 2. Stick charges. They'll need 2 more. Gets off the heel.
Another salve. Oh, he's going to get him. Oh, he walked into it.
Oh, S4. He's not having a good
ward.
time.
That is such an annoying ward to play against. And they just brought Hanskin back, and he didn't bring a sentry either. Even though they probably know after that.
So look at this down bottom. Mastery's just cutting.
Smiling Knight just got hit by a Maledict and a Poison up top, though, while they grab Hanskin again in the cogs. 2 games in a row. Man, top left. Hanskin's just done for the day.
Yeah, this is tilting here. The Clockwork just so good in these scenarios. He's tanky, and the battery assault is just hard to deal with.
Jeez, we cannot watch any of the other lanes right now. As yeah, down bottom, good choice here. Prime Mastery, right? Just going to start cutting all the way up here. Excellent play.
Now, the one upside here for Alliance is this is not that great for Luna right now.
He can't bring his courier with the boots and the wand and everything.
Well,
All right, they got level
it's
5.
flying now.
Fly
Yeah, there you go. But
yeah, that's true.
I mean, it will start to benefit Smiling Knight more. But you look at net worth, and like Smiling Knight is even with the Dazzle right now. This is more about making space in the other lanes. They are going to find more kills. S4 locked inside of the cogs. Still no point in Grave. Looking for a turn onto Eknart, but just can't do it. This Clockwork stays ticking, and they get the kill on S4 first. Trade 1 for 1.
Yeah, James is making the call for... He wants to keep falling. He's got Bramble, too. Oh, James, you go for this?
This is going to be a
The
tall
soul.
order. FNG still alive for now. They set it up for Smiling Knight.
Yeah, nice job, James.
Another fissure. James blocked out, but finds a spot in the trees. So mid lane is pretty darn even. Lightless with a deny advantage, just glance at the net worth, and yeah, he's got a 200 net worth favor over the Ember. We'll call
Makes
it pretty
sense.
even. And down bottom, also even, but favoring the Slark. So is this worth it for Alliance? You're obviously losing top, but you are creating a scenario where your Slark is getting a better lane than the Luna, at least in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, Luna has the comeback potential for sure. I mean, she's not that far behind. She's only like 400 gold behind the Slark.
No, I just mean like judging this on a lost try lane isn't really fair in this game.
Nico Baby's going for it down bottom with the ulti here. I don't think that was worth it. Speaking of worth it, he's a TP home. They cancel the TP. Oh, Nico Baby.
Indecisive.
I don't know what just happened there.
Up top, Eknart. Again, S4. This time they'll find the kill first, but stunned up. The Dazzle in trouble. They don't quite have the damage. S4 still alive. No, James will find him. It's another 1 for 1.
Yeah, this is a messy game. That top lane. As down bottom, well, in the middle, I should say, Limp is trying to get this rune, and he will, of course, beat out A-Train. Oh, he had a double stack to the Revenant there. He's like, I need this rune.
Yep. He will get it. The mid lane is getting harder for him. Prophet now 42-9 compared to the 34-2. That gap is growing up to about 400 favor for the Prophet.
Yeah, but he has kill potential at this point, too, so it's actually not a real problem.
It's not terrible.
Like, Lightless can't really stand there right now, I don't think.
Back
they have
up
to send
top.
Smiling Knight home as he is maledicted.
And Eknart on the run. Willow going to be on the run. This is certainly a good trade for Alliance so far. If they can find a couple kills here, that'd be great. No fissure. Eknart stunned up. They actually get the bounce on the cask. Cursed Crown, though, and FNG not stunned. It does connect with the curse.
Maledict, Fissure, and Poison. Is that going to be enough?
I think so. Yeah, the Poison's going to push it over. But now Eknart comes back, has FNG locked in the cogs. Oh, Wrath of Nature from downtown.
It's a complete bloodbath up there.
It really is.
And I think everyone else is just 0-0-0, right? It's just the top lane.
Prophet just picked up an assist thanks to that ult. But
yeah. Fair enough.
You are not wrong, though. And Lightless just wants Orchid first item. I actually don't see the Orchid rush on Prophet that often. I feel like this usually comes out as a second item.
Look what FNG has done. He's TP'd down here. They want to go for a kill into Mastery. And are they going to bring Limp over? All they have to worry about is the TP.
Oh.
They're even going to bring in the Slack. All right.
Well, that's going to make this nice and easy. A pounce into a curse, into a remnant. My word, Mastery's dead.
Doesn't look like any punish anywhere else. The only thing is Eknar might get the top rune here, and no, it's going to be the bottom, so they'll just deny it with the treant. And into the tower push. So this is like the first real damage onto the tower here. They're taking their time getting back, too. FNG also smoked, has some wards, so he's going to try and put some focus on this mid lane, it looks like. How's our Luna doing? Not too hot. Still about the same gap with the Slark. Of course, you know, only level 5, so not really going to start ramping up anytime soon. Do you have stacks ready? Nope. If she did, the Prophet's already taken them. Well, now we're talking about the mango tree.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love mango tree.
What's your ideal spot for the mango tree? Do you try to play around
like
vision?
base.
No, you just go for mangoes? Okay.
The mangoes are just way too good right now, it feels like. I can't afford to lose that tree.
Oh, FNG. That's going to be a duel for mastery. But Trent, if you put it next to the Roche pit, it gives you clear vision into the pit.
That's true. But the mangoes. Having just like 3 mangoes in your backpack at all times is crazy when you leave that base.
Yeah, but not many things can see over the Roche wall.
That is true. But they will kill it.
Oh, Eknart going in pretty deep. Actually gets stunned up. It's James on the back now that's getting chased by Limp and will probably be the first to fall. Maybe not. Finally bring him down. Now Smiling Knight comes in. Limp and Hanskin both go down.
How did Eknart get out?
I have no idea.
I actually don't know. I just left him for dead. I was like, all right,
me too.
I
went right back over and said, okay, what's going to happen on the other side of this fight? Now they get FNG set up an easy duel. That's now plus 20.
You know what it is? Look at S4. It's because he's playing the Dazzle, so he's going straight Necro, and he hasn't invested in any move speed. So you have Boots and Windlace on the clock, so he's got a 75 MS advantage before he gets slowed.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Not
even
even Brown Boots.
405. Now he's 100 MS.
Wow.
He just straight up ran away. As long as you can create that little bit of a gap to get out the cogs, you can pretty much live versus anyone, right?
You are right.
And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, though, they did win that top fight, but Nico Baby's going to get the whole lane and tower to himself. So he is keeping that same gap ahead of the Luna, but the Nature's Prophet well on his way here. 600 gold up on Lightless. That is going to be a very early Orchid
for
Nico Baby to worry about.
And Nico Baby going first item Diffusal. We'll have that pretty quick.
I was wondering, I think Smiling Knight's holding points right now. Because he's like, am I just farming? I think I'm farming right now.
Oh,
yeah,
this
he's going
is
to take the glaives.
The
Let's
Luna
go.
Classic. Oh, we've talked about this a number of times. We've all seen games where it goes both ways, where you can live or die by the Moon Glaives. Same with the Lucent Beam.
Mastery being very annoying up here, though. Now bringing his bottom lane presence to the top and wants to just kind of play in this whole area and interrupt this free farm for Hanskin. Hanskin has one goal over the next 10 minutes, right? It's get Blink. I want the safest farm on the map for myself to get Blink. And that is a nice advantage of the Slark because Slark is a position 1 that can farm in more dangerous spots on the map. So a lot of position 1s, you know, if you have a Spectre this game, Spectre's the one farming up here, right?
Yep.
You're getting this
look at Nico Baby
space.
right now. You weren't kidding, bud.
Yeah.
He just walks through the enemy jungle, walks right in front of the outpost. You don't care.
Now, if you're the Radiant, you really want to kill Shaker because everyone knows what he's doing all the time. So you just want to kill this guy over and over, make him free food, but they don't have the blink quite yet on Masteries. He's getting a little bit chased down here. Now, when you are a Core Dazzle Pioneer, you used to often talk about the Helm of the Dominator with poison because it keeps stacking. And it works the same way with the Necro. So you can throw the poison on someone and keep right-clicking them and keep that poison active. Unless it's Legion Commander who purges that shit right off. See ya! Or as LD would say, see you later, nerds. I love how much that one gets spammed, by the way. Big fan.
It's a good one. Press the attack. Yep, very effective against Dazzle.
Another one of those little trade-offs as you kind of, you know, Axe and Dazzle, I think, is discussed a lot as a, like, kind of I counter you, you counter me situation. Ooh, that hurts. Nice leap there from Nico Baby to dodge the hook shot in the bottom lane.
Always love it when the position 1's just making space for himself, you know?
Yeah.
No worry, guys. Just dodging hook shots. I'm cool.
But yeah, you talk about Gray versus the duel, obviously very good, but Dazzle in this core role really relies on that poison damage.
Yeah.
And you just completely negated his Legion. Even if you weren't in the lane together, it lets you still play in this like more enemy territory situation than a lot of heroes could. And Ashley's going to come mid for the smoke with the Blink Dagger. So we're looking for another duel kill. Already up to 30 damage right now. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, 13 minutes.
At 13 minutes, it's better than most of the Legions I see.
Looking for him another. FNG might be the target. FNG's also only level 5.
They see that Observer.
Minutes.
Very tempting. Mastery wants a big hero, though. He goes in for the Ember.
This is a big one indeed. They're going to turn on to Mastery. That's going to be some damage onto Limp. And now Smiling Knight might be the one in trouble. Eknard does hook shot in. Smiling Knight will fall. Empire biting off more than they could chew with this one. They lose 3.
Oh, man. That's one of those echo slaves that you get where you're just, like, oh, I don't even have blink and I got that off. Like, he did the most damage in that fight.
Yeah. Did not do the math on that one. And no point in Grave either on S4 at level 8. So no save
I mean,
versus.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, with the core
really
Dazzle.
much point.
Yeah. I don't know. I think sometimes you can make an argument for the value point just so it's there, but on core Dazzle, it's just a totally different can of worms. James gonna get caught by Nico, baby. Okay, it's another pick for Alliance. That's basically a 4 for Nil now. Not quite the same fight, but an extension of it.
That was quite the bite back here from Alliance now. A dangerous situation they've got themselves in. This is where this game is going to start looking like Lightless. They're going to start pulling way ahead. And he'll be like the one guy in his team with a ton of farm if they keep closing out the space for Smiling Knight. Now, right now, he does have some stacks, though, so he's actually keeping up better than you might think, considering they've lost this whole bottom part of his jungle. But this is going to be a Luna with virtually no access to Ancients, it looks like.
Yeah, I think Alliance will be pretty focused on holding the eastern side of the map, maintain both ancient camps. Seeing the merits of the Necro book here, specifically on the Dazzle. Of course, not only able to tank neutrals, but with Dazzle, you've got someone else to use Shadow Wave on. Particularly good for farming on Dazzle.
They're getting a lot of pressure on that bottom tower. They're just cutting it with the Necro, and that's with a Siege Wave, too. So they got to really make something happen up here for Empire for this to be worth it. Now it's just kind of controlling space, maybe hoping to take down that tier 1, but Alliance are ready for it.
Well, pressuring the tier 2 up top. They've got a siege creep with the Prophet.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to just kind of hold that same territory that they're doing on the bottom lane. We might just get a trade here. But Nico may be a little bit slower than Prophet and his friends, so they could also make a return down bottom. Now you have to decide as Alliance, do we want to try and like contest this? They throw a flare down now from Empire and show that no one else is really sticking around for that bottom tower. So yeah, favorable trade for Empire. Now they're going to smoke back in towards their own territory here. They want the Luna to join them.
Uh-oh.
I wonder if the Luna DC'd or something. The Legion just drew a line here and said, let's go. Then they paused. Yeah, where's my reason? Give me reason.
This Empire squad is looking pretty good, though. Like, overall, it says, only the second game we've seen them so far in this tournament. It's only the second game of the tournament overall, but...
They've definitely been on the grind, right? They had to play in the qualifiers for this, too, which was kind of a nice little practice round over the past week, where they've been playing against, kind of similar teams, I would say, in terms of, like, Bait, Khan, those kind of rosters. Actually, Khan was in the Vulcan Fight series, but OGC, too.
That reminds me, relevant news. I don't know if you saw this headline, but apparently Na'Vi... They were in this, weren't they?
I know someone's not in it anymore because Bait's now in it. Is that your relevant news?
Yes. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it was Navi. So I was looking for the official. I didn't want to misspeak. Yeah, Navi withdrew because of roster issues. And they have been replaced by Bait. And the Bait's the new lineup. The team that has broken the curse. Crystallis, Dendi, Last Hero, 5-Up, and Fishman. Hey, Fishman.
What's going on here, guys? Shocked that we just have it's not even like all chat or anything.
Yeah,
Hello?
I don't know. I got nothing for you.
Yellow and blue are drawing on the map here. I'm not. Who paused? I'm not comfortable with this current situation.
So, are you ready for the first Navi versus Bait series?
Yeah,
where
thank
we
you,
have
S4. Hit him with that question mark. Sorry, I'm so busy with this current pause.
Well, we've got a new name issue in Dota. We've got Crystallize on Navi and Crystallis on Bait.
Hold on, I'm not done with this situation. Now, did you notice they both answered the same time? One guy said Windows activation, and the other guy said lag. Huh? Anyone want to put on their detective hats?
I don't know, dude.
I'm just having fun.
It's hard to say.
See you later,
You know, the other night, I went AFK during my WoW raid and missed the trash to Broodlord. And when I came back, I just told him that my roommate cut his finger with a knife, and I had to help him bandage it up. Great lie. They all believed it.
Lied?
Yeah, they didn't question
No one
it.
would expect that lie. That's a little sociopathic, dude. Just whip out a lie like that.
I mean, what else am I going to say? Sorry, I was talking to my roommate and eating cereal when I should have been clearing trash. I mean, I had no real excuse. I just lost track of time because I wasn't paying attention. You know? Like when you forget to put a sponsor call on the calendar, you know, you get the phone ring. Hello? Oh, yeah. No, of course. I didn't forget.
No. Yeah, I've had a couple of those. The phone rings. Hey, oh yeah, hi. Yeah, nope, sorry, just running a little late. You're like rolling out of bed or something. Of course, that doesn't happen to me anymore because now I'm up all the time.
I'd be blaming the kid. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. He took his diaper off. He threw it against the wall. And said, it's been crazy over here. Nobody will question baby stuff, dude.
All right, well, we've solved our issue of whether it lag or Windows activation.
Apparently, yeah.
We're good to go.
Ready to rock. So, 12-10. It is Empire with the lead right now, but it's not a big one. Sanj and Yasha on the Slark. And there's that Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. So Hanskin's done it. This delicate window, he's taken some of the farm. He's got the big item.
Well, you think they might smoke with that there, champ?
Well, it certainly seems likely. They've also got a mech out on Dazzle. And their Witch Doctors hit level 6. So, you know what, bud? I think they are ready to smoke.
I saw Limp had BKB queued for a second, unless I'm insane. Which seems like a bit of a... Maybe I misclicked, but... Either way, he's got the Maelstrom now, which seems a little bit more realistic.
Yule's
FNG,
BKB
can you kill him?
Well, 2 defensive.
1100 HP with no stun? Oh, Lightless is going to TV bottom anyway. Oh, gotta kill those ancients in time. Oh, nice, the Fangs.
We're smoked up mid now. Alliance on the hunt.
Oh, and the haste rune too. They're gonna leave it.
Limp's gonna be double ruined here. He's got the DD. He's got the
Oh,
plus 10.
someone's coming for it.
Hello, James. You're still tethered in the Shadow Realm, James.
Nothing like a good old rune bait. Well done. Unfortunate that it wasn't the Luna. He was also in the neighborhood, but Luna doesn't have time to go get runes when it's only a haste. Because he's hitting creeps.
The trap
They're going to further catch, though. And now the Yules, after the press the attack, Hansen coming with that Blink Dagger. They don't want it, though.
Not enough vision, I guess.
Down bottom, though, they're going to catch Lightless. He pops out the Blade Mail. Oh, nice. He threw the Orchid onto FNG, too. So FNG couldn't come in with the Paralyzing Cask.
Very nice. Mid lane now,
duel. He was almost out of there.
Follow-up going to be there, though. Hook shot in. No dual damage. They're going to get the kill on the Hanskin, though. Takes a little more.
Really close to completing.
All right. I guess the small upside for Alliance here is they're not putting more damage onto this LC. It seems like Alliance are overall just happy to get space for Limp and Nico Baby. And how's our Luna doing? Still farming middle of the pack. Helm of the Dominator and a Yasha now into BKB.
Still a little bit on the come up here. And we haven't really discussed one of the more beautiful aspects of Slark as well, in the Vision game, of course. Nothing like getting all your wards dewarded as Nikume runs back and just pings that one. Very frustrating hero to play against as a support. The worst thing is there's not really much you can do against it. You can like try and like hide your wards or something, but like sentries are so cheap now. It's not like you can make them miss and be like, oh, well, I guess I just don't have any more sentries. Like, sure, there's a stock limit, but for the most part, unless there's a bunch of invis heroes too, they're not gonna have to worry about that.
Yep. Glyph comes out, and maybe just, I guess not really a tower exchange. That top tower has been dead. So this is just a free
they have a
tier
lot of heroes
2.
farming right now, though, right? They have all 3 cores hitting creeps at the moment, so...
Damn, that was a pretty nasty Wrath of Nature there. And now Nico Baby wants to go for the Satanic.
They're all under a ward here right now. This is a very good-looking fight for Alliance. That's why they're trying to force this. But nice blink from Mastery. Oh, I heard an Echo Slam as well in the mid lane, though. Hanskin.
Oh.
Looks like Chris Crown was thrown on the limp. Hanskin went in.
Okay, they get
And
the kill on
basically got a
James.
solo kill. It was 180 damage from Limp, and the rest was all Hanskin.
Maybe hoping for a little more than just a pick on the Willow.
Yeah, they were able to at least drive them back. But, yeah, I'm looking towards Roche before this BKB is done for the Luna. Would be a really nice thing for Alliance. But they don't really have a good way to do Roche because Dazzle's gone for the full Greaves. So, and those are done, I believe. I think the booster's coming out. They don't have a lot of minus armor other than the Dazzle.
The Greaves will help quite a bit, though. Level 2 ulti.
Yeah, the right click's not terrible either, so they can get it done.
It's kind of a cool build that Nico Baby's going for here. It's a very combative Slark. This guy is ready to fight, ready to trade right clicks.
Yeah, the Orchid is like still kind of scary, but he has 2,000 HP, so he's just gonna try and carry himself through that with the status resistance.
And you have a Dazzle, so
yeah.
at this point he's got 4 points in Shallow Grave. Smoke from Empire attempted, but not going to yield anything.
Yeah, they went like way around and then back. Couldn't really find the jump that they were hoping for here. Stalling out a little bit here. Sure, they're buying time for their Luna, but Smiling Knight's not getting like complete free farm here. You know, he has to kind of wander around a little bit to find camps. Trying to lose some towers for free here. Just another one going to drop, and more territory towards the Roche pit being taken away now from Alliance.
Prophet trying to split push, get that tier 1 in the bottom lane. Will be successful there. Alright, now back towards mid. Do you have a glyph available?
They have now invested a lot of vision up here, though. I don't really like this. Like, Alliance just came in, dropped this ward, and now they just left. Like, these wards are just going to die. I mean, this ward's
one's
already
next
spotted.
to a sentry right here.
Yeah, this one's gone.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Sort of, if you want to put that vision down, you probably want to hold that territory a bit more. And they're going to come back in. This ward actually stays standing.
Never had a chance.
Weightless makes it out. Okay. That was a weird movement.
Yeah, well, they like kind of fell back and then they just ran back in.
It was almost like they had that moment of recognition, like, oh shit, why didn't we just hold that high ground? We had the vision. Like that's the trap. This is that spot where you just sit here, and if you've got the
They almost
vision,
got like kind of greedy because the camps were all dead.
Yeah.
They like went back to farm their turf first. And now it feels like this is kind of good for Empire over the past like 2 minutes, right? Like they've just been running around bottom, and Luna's actually farming, whereas Alliance, at least now they are moving into this top tower. And I'd like to see him just go right back for the mid tower again too.
Right, all this space has let Luna get that BKB, so she is ready to turn up to a team fight if need be. Glyph gets forced out by the Radiant. But Lightless doing a good job. He's putting pressure on this tier 2. Trying to split pressure. Mastery up top. Just in case somebody TP's back, they're ready for the catch.
It feels like it's been a while since we had a kill.
It has been. This game started like a bloodbath, and now the mid game has been kind of suspiciously quiet. Now they want Lightless. Oh, Hanskin sets it up with a fissure, a blink, a dunk. Nico baby, that's the BKB though. I don't think they have the right clicks. All right. Well, 10-second BKB down on the Prophet.
That's pretty good use for it though.
Yep. But alas, he lives.
Limp has really fallen off though. He's like behind S4. Like he's been working on this Maelstrom forever, and finally gets it. Putting a lot of the lane gold into their Slark.
Yeah.
Not a lot of it being seen by Limp this game.
You're right, though, about the last, 5 minutes or so. That has really benefited Empire.
Well, couldn't grab it. Now he wants to chase with the Yules.
There's a Willow nearby, and blocked out, but other side of the fissure.
Oh, just got him with the Terrorize. I thought he was outside the range, because Hanskin saw it coming, too. He tried to make the space.
Now the smoke up from Alliance. They want to get aggressive here, but will they be able to find much? Smoking towards the mid lane.
Oh, that's juicy. 10-second BKB, though, so they need the initiation from Hanskin. He doesn't have the Echo Slam, so I don't know. I don't think this is doable.
I don't think so either. And that will pretty much be the end of the smoke.
This is good, though. The creeps are coming. They could either just like try and force mid and bring them all back, or they can go smoke back into their own jungle right now.
Looks like they're going to walk back into their own jungle. There's the Satanic out on Slark. And 27 minutes, now neutral items. Tier 3.
Up top, they're going to go for the jump on the Limp, but they can't grab it in time.
And it will end up just being a tier 2 mid for Alliance.
So they've kind of traded gold on the Luna for map control and pressure, as they're now going to TP back. Limp's going to find Lightless, but he has that BKB TP again. Going to use it nice and early and get out of there.
No reason to take any risk there.
You think Nico Baby will switch out? Yep, I was just about to say. He had the Scotty selected. I was like, I think he's going to switch to that Basher, because that's just getting way too annoying, and the Luna has one. Instantly makes the switch.
James up top. Doesn't time it quite right, and they get a little window to use that Yules.
Down bottom, they found him again, and they know he has no BKB right now.
Oh, Witch Doctor ulti as well. Lightless definitely going down this time. That'll be Nico Baby that gets the shutdown gold. A big bounty. 558 for that kill.
Pretty dangerous spot to be without the... I guess they did like kind of smoke and set that up, but considering what was happening top, I guess he thought that more heroes would be there.
Yeah.
All right, now is this enough to go Roche? I feel like they should be Roshing right now.
Do they have any minus armor? Just the Dazzle.
Yeah, they have the medallion, and they have Dazzle.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Dazzle.
he does have a medallion now. Well, just Dazzle in the pit for now. Nico Baby takes a hook shot.
Team?
Now Eknard's in trouble. I think he's just going to go down.
As far as fighting Roche.
As for losing the duel here in the pit.
Guys,
I know I have the medallion, but it's still pretty hard. All right, Nico Baby and Limp come in, and now this will be nice and easy.
Now we got Blightstone.
Look at that, dude. 25-second cooldown on Guardian Greaves. And he's not even level 18 yet.
Wowzers. Oh, Mastery, he got it.
Wow, what a
Yeah.
snatch. I mean, so is this worth it? You're guaranteed to die here. You do snatch the Aegis. Is it worth your death to throw the Aegis away like that right away? He is going to be cheeky with spider legs, but there's no getting out
I got
of
a
this.
little excited.
Yeah, there's...
Um,
I'm always torn on those plays. Like, it is impressive you snatch
depends
it, but...
on the enemy heroes, I think. I think in this case, it might have been worth it. I think Slark with Aegis would have been a pretty humongous problem. So, yeah, I'm going to go with that was worth.
Okay.
If it was like the Prophet, their most valuable hero, I would say probably not worth. When it's a hero that's worth half as much, probably worth. Oh, the water! The river's gone.
Oh,
Good thing
no.
There's no Slardar here.
They dried it up?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Those poor flowers.
You know, I had a
Jeez.
game like that yesterday because I was playing Night Stalker versus Phoenix and Luna. I felt like I was going insane. I'd pop my ulti sometimes. Sometimes I just got my bonuses out of nowhere when the Luna's ulting people on the other side of the map. And sometimes I just lose them because I had a Phoenix on the enemy team. It wasn't that much fun. I actually lived in a gank because the Luna was solo killing someone on the other side of the map with her ulti, and it saved my life versus 3 of her heroes because I suddenly got my movement speed bonus.
That
was pretty good.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not dope for Hanskin.
Oh.
He's going to go down.
Okay. And maybe looking for more. Mastery and Limp going at it. There's the Yules. All right, he jumps away, and on the other side, Nico Baby goes in on the Lightless. Still doesn't feel like a great fight for Alliance. Nico Baby trying to do what he can in the front lines. Now it's James that's going to go down. Makes it a 1-for-1. Empire on the retreat. All right. Still on the aggressive. Alliance
Nick really wants to burn this BKB.
goes in onto the Luna. Nico Baby not going to win this duel. There is the Dazzle to back him up. Mastery jumps out of the base. He gets bashed. He's going to go down next. Ends up working out well for Alliance, though felt risky.
And Nico Baby's gone all in on staff resistance, right? Like, he doesn't actually have a way to just straight up get rid of the silence. He has to just wait it out every single time. Now, mind you, he is SNY and Satanic, so 44% reduction is a pretty big deal.
Yep.
But you can see in that moment that if there wasn't a grave there, he could have been in trouble.
That's a tier 3 Alliance on the high ground. Very small net worth edge, but no LC. She does have a buyback. Not going to use it. At least not yet. Now Barracks
there's
fall.
one back.
BKB comes out. Luna has to survive. Nico Baby in pretty far. Does get the Clockwork. That's the buyback now on Mastery. Buyback on the Clockwork, but they get S4. They've already gotten the Ember. Now they get the Witch Doctor. Alliance taking heavy losses here. Nico Baby on the run. Hook shot. Gonna get stunned by the Curse Crown. No. Gets the Dark Pack just in time. The Slark gonna be a hard kill to finish off.
Look how low Mastery is. Oh, the blink!
Meanwhile, at the top side, they will find Hanskin. And that'll be 4 down on the side of Alliance. Remember, it did cost them 2 buybacks on the side of Empire.
Still, though. That's pretty good. Considering the situation they were in, I'm going to call that pretty worth it. And you know, Nico Baby couldn't just throw his life away with an Aegis in that fight because of that earlier snatch.
Yeah.
From Mastery.
It did change the way that Alliance had to play that fight. Was a bit of a heartbreaker for the LC, though. I think he was in single digits of respawn when he bought back.
He's also in single digits of HP when he blinked away from Slark. So, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think worth it to use the buyback. It's just, it's a rough moment when you know you're going to be up in 5 seconds and you still burn the gold anyway. You know, Prophet, what are you doing with this demon edge down here?
What?
Oh, MKB. Okay. Prophet has an MKB.
All right.
And he's very excited about it. Yeah, he hits pretty darn hard. AC, MKB.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
he
an
really
Orchid.
does. Man, look how much armor he has, too. Jeez, 52?
That is a lot of armor. Wow, that's a 79% physical resistance. Jesus. I mean, it makes sense. He's got insane agi gain, but still.
Well, it's only 77 when he's not near the towers, so yeah, not that good.
Oh, well.
Spider legs and quiver. I picked up here. They got a double neutral item bounty here, and they're gonna smoke up. Out of alliance. They're gonna run into a smoked up team of Empire.
Whoa!
Oh, it's a clash. Everyone just backs away. Panic.
Hook shot. I heard it. I didn't see it.
Doctor.
There it is. They'll find the Witch Doctor. FNG survives a little longer than planned, but does go down. I think they're going to trade Eknart. Lightless on the other side eats the dunk by himself, but they do get the duel onto Dazzle. That's a kill. And now Nico, baby, in onto the Prophet. Ulti from the Luna. Doesn't really do that much, but the Slark kind of low on options. James dies down on the low ground. Now Nico Baby has to run, does not have the ult, no more cooldowns available, but they can't quite grab onto him. He regens fast in the fog. Pretty much just
sneaky.
Supports an S4 going down. Oh, Mastery blinks just in time as Hunskin blinks up.
Man, he is so tricky with those spider legs.
That was a wild fight.
They, you could see that Nico Baby went on the Prophet, and he just couldn't kill him.
He wasn't even close.
No. I'd like to start TPing out, and he's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of fine here, actually.
We see this time and time again with the Prophet. And some of it is the item builds where you get the early Blade Mail. We've seen Prophets do this like Blade Mail mech. But that same kind of thing where you can just TP into the back line and you think, oh, what's he doing? Then you watch the fight unfold and go, huh, he's not dying. Like, he tanked that entire Echo, just stood there and killed the Dazzle, and then just stood there and tanked the Slark.
Yeah, that was pretty much the best case scenario start, I feel like, for Empire. The only downside is that they hooked the Witch Doctor, like probably couldn't have been a better hero like the Shaker or something, but they got the duel onto the Dazzle, which is really big because they've kind of been starting to rely on S4 a little bit in these fights.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Lincolns.
And we got some boss battles going on here, though, because soon Smiling Knight's going to be pretty much up to the same items, you know? There's some obvious differences, I guess, but we're getting close to the Satanic as well for Smiling Knight.
Yep. Already has the Butterfly.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. 3-hero root. James, please.
And a Timeless Relic. We're now at 37, so tier 4 items.
Oh, shit. Right with those. 25% debuff. Who got that? Dire? Oh, no, Radiant did.
That was
Ooh.
for Radiant. Not amazing.
It's pretty good for Willow, though. Oh, she's got the telescope, though. Hook shot in.
And now the
GG
counterplay. Clockwork blow.
Clock, though.
But Eknard actually going to survive. Now Luna pops ult on the backside. FNG goes down first. Nico Baby does find that kill that he started with, but had to use Shadow Dance. Now Ember's here. Limp is just getting destroyed. Able to remnant to the low ground, but Lightless is there with the right clicks. It's a 1 for 3. An explosive fight that does not end well for Alliance.
Now they're chasing still on the Nico Baby. They have the Orchid, but he times the Dark Pack. Now he goes to the TP.
Oh!
He's not going to get out.
That was
I
bold.
Nico Baby's decision in these fights, he's like hopping into the cogs, trying to save FNG in the previous fight, and now he's Abyssal Blading onto the Clockwork after he's already hookshot and cast everything else. And the guy has Ghost Scepter?
Yeah,
Feels like his targeting is a little lacking at the moment for what they need.
that Abyssal was pretty surprising. I don't have a good explanation for you. It's like you didn't even kill the Clock right away either. The Clock survived and then ended up being the only target he could stick on, so he did kill him, but I don't know.
I don't know. Now they're going to get the Aegis for reals this time.
And
They'll put that
the gold
onto the Luna. And, wow, they don't even reward Mastery with the cheese. They have to give it to the good hero, the Nature's Prophet.
This just exploded. Like, look at that gold graph. This was a very even game.
Yeah.
And not that long ago, like less than 10 minutes, Alliance were starting to trade favorably and start to move into the lead. And Now it's an 11K net worth favor, a 15,000 experience favor. Another Satanic up now on the Prophet. Prophet also the first hero to hit level 25. Luna nipping at his heels. I'm a little nervous for Alliance right now.
Yeah, Nico Baby is. I saw him considering the MKB, but yeah, I think he's in that territory again. He just has to get the Rapier and be like, okay, look, I'm relatively unkillable. I just need to kill Luna
Use a try
or Prophet. And either one I can do that. Oh, they're walking high ground blind.
And Smiling Knight was there waiting and ready. Limped down low before the fight's even really begun. LC gets isolated.
Nice
Might go down. Hook shot indeed. The LC survives. They get S4 instead. Limp graved up. He'll be all right, but now FNG going to fall. Nico Baby joining the party. They've gotten Hanskin. That's 3 down now on the side of Alliance. No creeps, so they won't be able to cut through backdoor protection.
They're getting crushed. Again, another game where the Echo Slams just aren't there.
I mean, that fight was just Empire a step ahead. They were invaded the enemy high ground. All right, not the ideal
they got an
duel.
illusion cape.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but they kind of just want to end this, dude. I mean, Luna, this is where she shines. You just cripple these structures. Tier 4 is down already. Barracks still standing, in fact. Master on the back, dueling with Limp. And Nico Baby going blow for blow with Lightless, and he is not winning this duel. This Slark looks farmed, but he just doesn't have the damage. Shadow Dance as Limp goes down. Buyback there. They are all focused on Nico Baby, though, and now he's on the run. Lightless actually TPs forward. He'll be able to finish off Hanskin. He's now godlike. And although Nico Baby does live, he's unable to really stop this fight the way he wants. Now FNG goes down again.
That is game.
Everyone but Slark just getting ripped apart right now.
Man, they just could not figure that one out.
Wow.
Had a bit of an edge and couldn't quite close it. I mean, again, we kind of point out like the high ground was going to be difficult for sure for Alliance, but it didn't even end up being that much of a scenario. I think they were relying on that Aegis. I mean, that wasn't the end all be all of that snatch,
No,
but it certainly helped. There's no doubt.
Way more than I thought it would. That snatch was absolutely worth it. These are the games that I don't quite get in this current meta. You know, 30 minutes, this game is super even. 35 minutes, it almost looks like Alliance is going to start to take an edge. And then one bad fight, this game just ends.
Well, so, like, just think about what heroes were doing what at that time, right? Things, sure, they were still even, but, like, Limp was just gone. He just completely fell off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, his hero just wasn't really relevant anymore because of the way his build had gone. And that's not necessarily, like, you know, his fault or the hero's fault. It's just like they had a different timing that they were aiming for with this Dazzle and these other heroes, and they missed it.
It's what happens sometimes when you have to go Yules first on Ember. It's like you have to, and I get it, but it's not the item that you want, and it really quells your momentum if you're not able to get anything else for that opportunity cost.
A lot of that was like the stalling out too before he got his Maelstrom, because he worked on that forever. Like, I have to look at his little hero thing here.
Let's take a look. Player items.
Like, he got his Yules at what, like 15 minutes, and then
Maelstrom at 25.